Hi, I'm Rich,
And I'm Joe.
and this is Two Fat Guys Cycling.
All right, good morning, everybody. Joe here. It's another Friday. All them boats are docked up. You know they're going to be out this weekend. Living the dream. All right, we're on our way to work. Hope you guys come along for the ride. If you're new here, you know what to do. Click on that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, be informed. So I got on the scale Wednesday when I got to work and went from 269 down to 264. And Rich, of course, he got to 248, I think it was, which declared him the winner of our $20 bet we got going on. So he is the victor. So now we start fresh. Another 20 pounds. So folks, it's coming off pretty quickly. I think the more that Rich and I stay active, especially doing these little challenges like the Great Bicycle Challenge for the cancer, that's a big motivator to make sure that we get out there and get our miles in. So if any of y'all are having trouble thinking of ways to get motivated, maybe think of something like that. Try to fight for a cause that you believe in. Slow it down here. Or, walk. They got the walking challenges out there as well, but the main point is just get out there, get you some fresh air, man, get some exercise. You'd be amazed how little you do makes a huge impact in your weight loss. And then you can take that and grow with it. Just like Rich and I are doing. We both just cycle. None of us are in a gym. None of us are doing weightlifting or anything like that. Or neither of us, sorry. Once we do decide to implement that in with our cycling, I think that's going to be a huge game changer. Folks, I've been meaning to talk about this every time I pass this little elementary school here. I think this school's Boomer, or Bonner Elementary. It reminds me of an elementary school that I went to a couple of times as a kid called Stephen A. Foster. And I don't know how many of y'all know about this or remember this, but back in the late 70s for sure, and a little bit of the first part of the 80s, they had what they called a busing system. And I don't know if that worked in every state or if they did that in every state, but in Kentucky, where I came from, in Louisville, we had the busing system. You know, Chris Rock, he had a bit in a comedy special one time, and he was talking about that, so he was part of that system. And one of the things that he discussed when he was talking about that was how early he had to get up. He'd have to get up, 2 hours or more than the other kids just to make sure that he made it to school, because he had to go halfway across town. That's exactly what I remember not liking about that. As far as going to the school, I thought the school was pretty cool. I went there in the 2nd grade and in the 5th grade. 2nd grade, I don't remember too much, but 5th grade, I remember that pretty good. I remember Mr. Ewing. I don't remember his first name. We just called him Mr. Ewing. He was our teacher. And I really liked that guy. For me to be able to remember him actually says a lot, because I never really had a good repertoire, I guess, with teachers growing up. Never did good in school. Wasn't on that learning stuff. ADD and all that good garbage, But I really enjoyed Mr. Ewing's class, man. Made a lot of good friends in there. But I just thought I'd bring that up. I pass that school all the time, and it just reminds me so much of that place, which I doubt is even still up. That school was old when I went there, back in around 78. And then I think in 81, or 1980, 81, something like that. But then in middle school, I was still part of the busing, and I still had to go back to the same area, and it was a middle school called Duval. Duval was a pretty rough school, man, for preteens. I remember they had a freaking doorbell on the front doors of the school. So if your parents had to come pick you up, they had to ring a doorbell to get in the school. Reason I know that is my mother would let me know that she had to ring that doorbell to get into school when I'd call her, because I was, sick. Come pick me up. But I only went there for about half the school year. Me and my folks, my brother, we moved to a little small country town in Bullitt County. That was before we moved on into New Mexico. I remember, especially there at Stephen Foster. I went to Wellington Elementary, was my normal school, because that was only like, a mile and a half, 2 miles from the house. I don't remember a whole lot of what we did there, especially as activities as kids. And man, it seemed like we were always outside in Foster Elementary, playing kickball or dodgeball or just outside. That was probably a break for the teacher, right? Get these kids out of my hair. Now I've been talking to Rich about possibly investing in getting us a drone. I think that would be a lot of fun, man. Just see how many really cool angle shots we can get out of that thing. Make it enjoyable for you viewers. Been trying to think of some creative ways to place the action cam as well. I placed it on the front axle on Monday, but I didn't really care for it. It just got way too much of the wheel, kind of it was just too much. I don't mind getting a little bit of the wheel in there just for a cool effect, but it was just way too much, too overbearing. But I like the concept of it, so I'm gonna play around with that a little bit. I mean, we've got the camera, we've got the attachments, so we might as well use them, put them to use. I'm trying to think of a new goal to reach. You know, I did the beard, which I thought was really cool, man. That was a lot of fun. Getting to see the real me under there, I was like, whoa, that's what you look like. I don't really want to go clothes shopping just yet, you know. Not drastic clothes shopping. I'm really waiting to see when I jump into the XL, just the normal XL clothing. Right now I'm out of the 3X, I'm in the 2X now, which I'm very happy about. But when I get to that, just a regular XL, man. Yay! Then I'll go switch up my look a little bit. Try to look for more things that I can actually tuck my shirt in. Go for that kind of look. I've never really been a tucker on account of my big belly. Don't get me wrong, I like having my shirt out too, man. I kind of like that laid back look as well. But yeah, that's a motivational tool in itself, people. You know, there could be some of you all out there that, I think we've talked about this before, that I've been pretty much big my whole life. Now, granted, I have went through stages of, you know, going through sizes of clothes, but for the most part, I've always been 3X, you know, for as long as I can remember, at least for the last 10, 15 years. But there's some of you out there that may already have your clothes, you know, you're just kind of waiting to get back down and fit into them. All right, everybody. Almost at work, so y'all know what that means. All right, you guys. Hit on that subscribe button, click that notification bell. You know what it is we're trying to do here. Help, inspire, motivate. All right, remember, do good, expect good results, be better. Y'all take care.